So, taking a break from the garden and animals to stop here and show you these two styles of frames. Now, what's the difference between this one and this one? Obviously, it's the wax foundation. Also, it's the cell size. So, in the comb or in the hive, the bees make two different styles of brood cell. We already know about the queen cell, but the brood cells, there's two different styles. There's the worker style and the drone style. About 10% of your hives should be drone brood, especially first thing in the spring to get prepared for the natural swarming, which is part of the reproductive system of bees, and to facilitate the mating of queens, and help keep the hive warm also. Anywho, these frames, which have a bit of wax here on the top, are going to produce or allow the bees to produce whatever cell size they deem fit. So we can use these frames in conjunction with about 10% of our frames being the wax foundation, just to give them a little bit of a boost in the spring. These cells are already pre-started, so the size of these cells will be more closely related to the size of a drone. So just to give them a little head start, don't have more than 10% of my frames in my hives with this wax foundation because of the Varroa mite. I know it's a bad, ugly word. People get very upset. Blood pressures go up when you talk about it. There are a number of philosophies in the management and care of bees in relation to Varroa mites. So there was a time when it was believed that creating a larger cell, like they do with the foundations, was going to create a bigger bee. The idea behind the thinking was that a bigger bee can bring in more pollen and honey. And what we're finding is actually, what we're creating is more space inside the cells for Varroa mites to live and to do their gestation. Part of the life cycle of the Varroa mite is in those cells with the pupae. So creating a larger cell creates a larger space and more opportunities for Varroa mites to spread disease and to balloon their populations. So on my farm, no more than 10% of my hives will be in this particular foundation or any pre-made foundation. I will leave it to the bees to design their cells as they see fit. Should it turn out in the future that they don't even need the wax foundations, that they have established a proper ratio of cells in the frames, then I may not ever use these at all. But that's just something to think about as to why you might keep different kinds of frames.